Alrighty guys, this is Snugsonblitz, and we're going to be looking at this tank, the Lightbringer, and answering the question, is the 2024 Halloween tank any good? How do you get this tank, first of all? Well, you gotta go through this event. Now, it is a free-to-play event, and I think if you work hard enough, you will be able to get it for absolutely nothing. It might take you a week or so, I don't know. But I decided, hey, I'm a YouTuber, so I, whipped open the wallet and paid a little bit of dinero. So now I've got my hand on the tank, but I had to grind just a little bit. As you can see, there are 60 stages, but you get the tank early on. However, you can get some other nice things such as gold boosters and this thing, which is probably the best thing because you can pick up this tank, the Soul Eater, which is in the store right now. Hard to get in containers, but with this, you might be able to get a little bit more easily. You pick it up, a bunch of these along the way. I think around stage, I forget where it is. Well, around stage 11, you can get a bunch of them. And you never know, you might get lucky. So I would definitely go for it. And I want the Soul Eater, so I'm going to try and go for it by grinding my butt off. Anyway, let's get to our first game and see how this tank plays. Played 10 games in it. I'm averaging about 78%. I've been playing by myself, not in a platoon or anything, so yeah, I think it will illustrate what it's capable of. They have some pretty good tanks in this game. They have a Lycan, a T-28 Independence. We have a Lycan. Unfortunately, the Lycan's decided that he thinks the best strategy is going to ACAP. So that's not good news. And I'm laughing. Now, he does play a critical role in this game. I'll explain why later. I'm going to head over here and see what I can do. I fully think the Lycan is a 45% player. Generally speaking, heavy tanks do better on this side of the map. Why? Well, you've got tank destroyers to support them, and mediums can flank around quite easily. The other side of the map, not so easy. Now, this T-28 Independence has pushed in pretty aggressively, but he's not suicidal. So that tells me he kind of knows what he's doing. I used Premo there, as I don't want to deal with this freaking armor. You could see how red it was. I'm gonna hit this guy. Can we get rid of the M6 at least, guys? Guys, the M6, he's in the open. Guys, in the open. Easy shot. Lycan wants me. My armor stays true. So far, so good. But our M6, sorry, the enemy M6 is not dead. That doesn't give me much hope for my team. Somebody said ACAP, probably the Lycan. So he's taking his sweet-ass time, and yep, we've just lost the first tank. Finally, Lycan decides to move on in, but he's not going to help us out yet. He's just going to get BCAP. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This T-28 HTC Independence knows what he's doing. He really does. He's not giving me easy shots. I want this shell, and I completely miss it. That's unfortunate. They have a lot of strong tanks over here, but they're struggling to pen my armor. As I'm a new tank, and they've never come up against it before, they don't know how dangerous it is, how strong the armor is, and they're struggling, which is preventing the push. Thank goodness. 2 shots there wasted. That's unfortunate. But thankfully, our team hasn't completely fallen apart just yet. However, I don't think... Oh, my goodness me. So, as you can see, this gun is, it's okay-ish. I should be able to pen that guy. He is a tier 6 after all. But, nope. Hull down. He's decently strong, especially for a tier 6 tank. Now, this guy's had enough. He pushes on in. He does pay the price. I think he wants his teammates to push on in with him, but they are sitting back. And, can I get a shot in here? AP this time. Aiming. Well, yeah, that was a nice shot. Now he's a one shot for me. It's 4v5. Things are okay. Can I get this guy? Ooh, I wanted that shot. Couldn't quite get it. Yeah, we've got 2 bases, and all we need to do is hold on. But Mr. MT25, tier 6 tank, with not the best gun, frontally anyway, against armored tanks, decides to push on in. I'm like, oh, for goodness. Yeah, of course he's dead. Of course he's dead. I got to get rid of this guy. Can I get rid of this guy? Because he's the biggest threat. Yep. 3v3. I spoke too soon. 2v3. I do have a lot of hit points. So I want to just cap this out. come on in. They're afraid. This guy doesn't know what to do. He hit me. He can, but he bounces. And now I'm just going to keep him away from my teammate, who is somewhere behind me. Can't see who it is. Don't care. Want to keep these guys back. I'm just trying to push him back. Oh, nice shot in there on the Star Wars tank. This guy's pushing out. I'm like, no, don't die. You don't have that many hit points. If you die, cap points go down, and I'm going to have to fight even harder. Lycan comes in. Okay, T150, buddy. You got to learn how to play Supremacy. And there we go. We managed to finish off the game. MT25 did his best to throw that game. Lycan, yeah, no help whatsoever, except for the fact that he got the bases. So I guess I wrote to him and said, don't ever do that game. I gave him a downvote, but I said, hey, luckily you got the bases. And the Titan 150, or T150, yeah, no, and no. Anyway, moving on to our second game, and this is a good one. You're going to really enjoy this one, I promise you. Okay, they have a Smasher. That's a problem. They have a Silencer. That's a problem. They have a Lightbringer and a Drac. Wow. Woo-wee. We have an AT-15. I mean, I like it, but most people can't play it. We have a Drac. That's good news. I think they've definitely got the better lineup. Why? I mean, they've got a Smasher. We have nothing to counter that. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head over and see if I can get a quick kill on a light tank or a medium tank that's overextending himself or by his lonesome. Okay, we've got two tanks heading that side. Now, the problem with this tank, in my opinion, you might think, hey, Snugs, it's a pretty solid tank. It's slow. It's sluggish. The traverse is horrible. And I think for players who are in Tier 7, who don't have much experience, they will struggle with a tank like this. It's definitely not like most Halloween tanks. The Pharaoh is an okay tank. This is also an okay tank. Would I recommend picking it up? No, if you have to pay cash. But if you can grind it for free, sure, why not? Now the Drac's pushing in, so I'm going to support him. This is the tank I wanted to deal with. He's got no armor, and I can just shred him. He'll struggle to pen me, probably. Here we go. Yep, struggle. And I'll take the hits if I have to. And okay, we've lost one tank. That's not great news, but okay, we've lost two tanks. So not great news. Just gonna wait for my camo to reset. Nah, screw it. Okay, let's just go. Let's see what happens. Ooh, so nice little bounce there. That's probably the SU1. Yep, there he is. So nice try. As you can see, the armor does work, but we're down two tanks, so not good news. I'm really concerned here. I don't know if we'll be able to pull this out, as my tank is slow. I won't be able to move around and support my teammates quickly, so I'm just going to be patient here. Nice shot in there on the SU-100. Drac, good job as well. I don't want the Drac to take the hit. Please don't take the hit. Let me take the hit. I mean, I've got more hit points and armor. Oh, no need. Okay, so we're clawing our way back, but AT-15 here I think is going to get rushed, probably. I'm looking for some easy shots. Yeah, this guy's going that way. That guy's going that way. The AT-15 is totally screwed, probably. If I don't help him, he is. But with my help, I'm going to duck down here. I don't want to take a hit from the Smasher. Come on, come on. I'm going to risk it. Yeah, because I want to help this guy out. Not because he's the best player, but because he is causing trouble and slowing things down for the enemy team. So I'm going to share my hit points. Can I whack the Drac? I can indeed. Yeah, AT-15, you know, he's not afraid to push on in, which I like. And there goes the Soul Crusher. Sorry, not Soul Crusher, Lightbringer. I said that I don't recommend you spend cash on this tank. However, if you are able to get the Soul Eater and this tank from grinding and getting those boxes, that is a good deal. The Soul Eater is a freaking awesome tank if you know what you're doing. I mean, it is so deadly. It's like a Helsing on steroids. Yet, it doesn't quite have, well, it doesn't have a turret. That's one problem. Now, the Smasher, yeah, better I take the hit than him. Still got a few hit points left. Will I get a bounce? Will I get a bounce? Drac's gun is not that good. And sayonara, sucker. There we go. So 6 kills. It was looking a little bit dicey there. And my tank, as I said, is not the fastest. Had I sat back and waited, I think the AT-15 would have gone down pretty dang quickly. Instead, yeah, a pretty solid game. 6 kills. Not bad at all. Damaged all 7 tanks. Is this a tank you want to get? No, not really. Is it a fun tank? No, not really. I'm not going to do a review of this tank. I'm going to answer the question, is it worth it? And the answer is no, if you have to pay cash, as I said. But remember, you have the possibility of maybe getting the Soul Eater as well, and now that, as I said, is a very tough tank to get in crates. And you can get in the store right now if you buy enough of them. It's like 30 crates, so that's, I don't know, 45,000 gold. So if you just pay, what, $20, you might be able to pick it up if you work hard enough. To me, that's a pretty compelling thing. I hope I get the Soul Eater. I will do a little bit of an update later on after I've worked through this event, just to let you know the possibility and how hard it was if I'm able to get it. So, keep your eye out for that. And that's all I got for you. I'll see you next time. Snugsonblitz.